All right, it is a fantastic day because I finally have those custom bound books with me right here. I've got my pal Artie here ready to help me unbox them. And I'm going to put these together. I'm going to combine them into a larger video. But for now, I just can't help myself. I got to post this. So the whole process, I'm going to open these. The whole process was actually pretty fun. Um, it was, it's definitely not, I think, for everyone, but for me in this instance, I think it's worth it. So here's the box getting shipped back. I sent my designs in. All in all, I think I sent these in January, and here we are. Uh, April, late April, and I have the books back. So that was that was a long wait. So first book right off the bat. Wow, this is Black Widow, and I am now interesting. Okay, so here's the book. I'm just kind of looking at it. Right side up, there's the cover. This is just one of my favorite covers from Phil Noto. Looks really good. Back cover. There we are. And I gotta say, I scanned these in, and again, I'll add these in the larger video that I do. And I'm actually surprised at how good the quality turned out for the covers. They look good. The spines, I did something unique there, and I'll set them all up together. I think it'll make more sense. Headband, tailband. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's black on this particular one because it's Black Widow. So initial thoughts. There we go. There's my order form put inside from Haoshin Bindery. I don't know if it's going to dox me, so I gotta be careful there. But you can see this is the Black Widow run, the Phil Noto Black Widow run. So we'll look through that in a minute, but let's look at the other covers to see how they turned out. There we go. First book, I'm actually really impressed. I don't know what exactly I was expecting, but that's a nice book. I mean, the spine seems to turn out really nice. So Black Widow, there's my complete 20 issue run. Next, this is a really fun one. The book feels lighter, even though it's thicker. Here we have the Amazing Spider-Man. And I did the back cover. The goal I was kind of going with was to do these really simply because when I designed these, did the pre-press for them, I was, in the thick of a campaign. I'm still really busy. And so I didn't want to spend too much time. So I thought just that was simple enough that it looks like a Marvel book, but it also has some unique elements that, are my touch. So I like the corner boxes down here. So that's the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Tom DeFalco run, and it's long enough that I made 2 volumes. Because it's Smythe's own, this is as big as you'd want. I do want to take a little look at the gutter loss. And as you can see right in the gutter, that is 0 gutter loss. I could not ask for more. That's fantastic. Some people were concerned about the trim, about the edges here. The trim did not matter. I mean, maybe there's something here as a cover, a little trim, but you can read everything. I mean, even down here, I've got all of everything. So no text is missing. It's a light book, but a thick book. So that's that one. Let's see the next one. I'm it's starting to feel like Christmas because getting these books back, I don't know what I was expecting, but they look really, really good. And this is, again, from Haoshin Bindery. So here's the Amazing Spider-Man. This is volume 2. And I just put a little note there at the bottom that says 2. It's kind of maybe hard to see on there, but I did this one yellow, this one orange, and one's a little thicker than the other. They're both light because these are newsprint comic books. The overall dimensions were a little different too. We'll go for some more modern age comics, and this is Superior Spider-Man. Your mileage may vary, but I had the whole run, so I thought, I don't really want to buy the whole run, so I'm gonna just do it myself. This looks good. I see like a little little tiny bits of glue just that need to get picked off. But front cover, back cover, spine. I did my own little corner box down there on the spine. And this feels more solid. Again, you'll see these modern age books feel more dense, and that's just the paper's more dense. So I'm really curious to look at the trim here. I don't know if you can zoom in there on the edge. So far, this is like a really densely packed page, and you can still see there's no text missing. So what they're trimming off is, I mean, generally for trim, you'd be taking off, I think it's a 1/8 an inch, no, 1/16. This is taking off less than 1/16, they said. So here's Superior Spider-Man Volume 2. It's the front and back cover. The fun was I could pick whatever covers I want. Again, I just scanned the covers in myself with my large bed scanner. We'll put these two volumes together so you can see them as a whole. That's how the spines look, corner boxes. That's how they line up. And man, I don't really know what I was expecting with these, but seeing them in person, I tell you, it's like Christmas. These look like really fantastic books. Haushin Bindery, I should probably turn them so you can see them. Haushin Bindery did a really great job on these covers. I'm also really pleased that I got the measurements correct. you know, even down to, I'm kind of skipping around here, but these barcodes, because this particular issue was so brown, like my version of it, that came through. But in my opinion, that's actually part of the charm. I quite like the way that it looks. I mean, it looks like a comic book cover issue. So yeah, there we go. Some of the pages on the inside, they lay incredibly flat. I mean, normally you buy an omnibus and you have to stretch the spine out. I'm sure these would benefit from some spine stretching, but overall you can see that they lay flat. I mean, it's that's newsprint for you. These books have been around a long time. One last shot I want you to get. Let's do this. I'm going to line them all up next to each other like that. I don't know that they're in the best order, but there you go. That's how the whole set will look together with the corner boxes on the bottom, kind of all lined up. And I think if I do more Marvel collections like this, I've got to continue it, right? I've already come this far, so I might as well. Anyway, this is fun. I did learn a lot from the process. The biggest thing I think that I learned is that you just have to do it at the end of the day. If you have some skills in Photoshop and you can do some pre-press design, it's going to make it cost less for you, and it's going to give you some more options. That, to me, was definitely a fun part of it. Collecting the issues can be really fun. Most of these I already had, but it was these two DeFalco, these older versions from the DeFalco run I didn't have, and so I basically collected this entire run specifically for this project. I think it's a great use for old issues that just aren't worth anything. You can get issues that are less than perfect, and when you do that, I mean, you could either have a less than perfect version, you know, a single issue sitting around, or you can make these books that you can read over and over again. And that was sort of my mindset. Single issues are fantastic for a lot of reasons, and I'll still collect single issues, but I would like to start doing more of this when it makes sense. So thanks very much. Let me know what you think in the comments below about custom binding, and I will have a video come out eventually with the whole process and sort of just show how I did it from start to finish. Thanks very much. See you in the next video.